Okay.
Way to go! You reached 10,000 steps today.
Hell yeah. Congratulations.
I set out on a mission to get 10,000 steps today.
You did it.
I got it.
You did it.
My thing said, just call you Christopher Walken because you got 10,000 steps. 10 grand. No, yeah, 10 grand, baby. I always like me 100 grand candy bar. You like those?
I do.
Have you had, there's these protein bars called Bear Bells. Oh, buddy, those are good. You got to get you some of those, dude. Those
Never heard
really
of them.
Good. Brent, Nicholas, Calvin, Jim, Final Six, Warning, Coble, Imperial Shot. Brent, welcome in, everybody. Jay Stanley, what's up, bros?
How's it going, guys?
How you doing, Jay Stan? Skyliner, Skyler Joe. Hello, Melissa.
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up?
Connor Mead. I was going to say cornbread. Cornbread King.
I fuck with cornbread.
Oh, fuck. I will fuck a sheet of cornbread.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb, welcome in, Mr. Funderburk. Hello, Cornbread. Welcome back, Cornbread. You're still here. Thank you. Laughy faces. I don't think it's funny, Cornbread, because I don't like to be tempted with cornbread on nights that my blood sugar's upset. Erica Vaughn, any relation to Rick the Wild Thing Vaughn? I don't know. Brent, Zero, and Brittany. Hey, yo, everybody. Welcome in.
What's up? What's up?
We got a good one, and we're going to start it because my wife's period is not. We are Nick and Rob with the Brohio Podcast.
That was aggressive.
We are two dads. We are in a basement, and we record podcasts about mysteries, adventures, true crime, mysterious occurrences and circumstances. I didn't want to say mysterious circumstances. That's Justin Rimmel's thing. Mysterious occurrences and circumstances.
Circumcisions.
We are both circumcised, so check our fucking jackets, Jack. Welcome to the Brohio Podcast, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Did you see what I called you via text on your way here?
Yeah, but I don't remember what it was now.
I called you Cream Daddy.
Yeah, there we go.
I think I like that.
I like it too.
I like that better than RJ. People are still calling you RJ in the comment section.
This is kind of upsetting me.
I told my wife, she said, why are they calling him RJ? And I said, I got no fucking idea. Not my fault. And she said, I think it is probably your fault.
I think you did it.
You're absolutely right. So now...
It's all good.
Now we're going to call you Corn Cob Rob Cream Daddy Rob Dog.
Just keep adding to it, man.
Put that on a name tag.
Get a vanity plate.
Hey, Matthew Bechtel, you sick son of a bitch. You are one of our new Patreon subscribers for the week, and we thank you very much for your pledge, and we like it very much that you have a last name that kind of sounds like butthole if you pronounce it really, very, very quickly, Matthew Bechtel.
That's exactly what I was thinking, too.
I got a tight old Bechtel on me. I got the tightest Bechtel you'll ever feel, ever.
Mine's losing some elasticity as I get older, but
can we confidently say, here's the thing, like, I can't brag about much.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since my wife hooked up my Dyson vacuum cleaner, I don't have a lot that I can brag about. But can I really brag about having a tight butthole? Because I don't know if I do have, because sometimes I fart and it's loosey-goosey, you know? That thing turns into silly goose.
Well, sometimes you pack a lot of force depending on what you're eating. So, I mean, I would assume that, you know, it's very, it's got some memory to it, right? It'll snap back.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
What do we compare it to?
That's true.
There's nothing to compare, so I can't confidently say, hey, I got a tight butthole.
It's going to be looser than your dick hole, though, right? At least you can say you have a tight dick hole.
That thing is stretched out. That's like a peach ring, dude. That thing has got a... Wow.
Looks like a curled up turtleneck.
Looks like a white undershirt you've been wearing for 4 days without washing. It's got fucking...
The fucking collar.
My dick's got
up.
bacon neck on it, dude.
Bacon neck. Speaking of bacon neck, Scott Muniz, thank you very much, buddy. Sorry about your neck.
Scotty Muniz. Old Dirty Scott, baby.
Man. Old bacon neck.
If
man.
you got a dick with a bacon neck, send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com. I do know that, I don't know if this is a circumcised or uncircumcised type thing, but I think we stated earlier that we were both altered. It creates like a ring around your shaft that's like a dirt ring. It looks like it never goes away.
Dude,
It reminds me of like a dirty butthole.
the lower half of my dick is so tan.
But it's just like this. There's like this.
The other half's newborn baby pink.
There's like this infinite sweat ring around my wiener. That
It's like the water ring inside a toilet.
yeah, it's what it is, dude. It looks like an old bowling alley toilet. There's like a fucking brown stain.
Perfectly halfway up.
Like someone just.
Yo, what's that about?
I don't know. I just thought for the longest time, like, I got a dirty dick.
Your fucking tree ring.
Yeah. I remember, like, when we were kids, me and my little brother, we shared a bedroom, and we had bunk beds, and we lived in a small house. I mean, it was a bungalow. It was a small house.
That's a fun word. I love that word.
I know. I never knew what it meant. I just thought people were making fun of me, but it's a bungalow. But
Yeah.
I remember sometimes he would, like, bend over, and he'd have, like, fucking poop around his butthole a ring. And I'm like, man, that's nasty. I hope I don't have that.
Yeah, you gotta wash your ass.
But you just share a room when you're little kids like that and just eat a lot of stuff.
See all the brown buttholes.
Yeah. But I still got that chili ring on my wiener.
Don't call it that.
If you have a dirty wiener, send us an email. Private DM. Thank you. All righty. Let's see. Artificial intelligence police report.
Fucking. At first, when you first clicked on that, I thought that was an afro on that frog. I was like, dude, that frog is cool as fuck.
Law enforcement has quickly embraced AI for everything from drafting police reports to facial recognition. The results have been predictably dismal. In one particularly glaring and unintentionally comedic instance, the police department in Heber City, Utah, was forced to explain why a police report software declared that an officer had somehow shape-shifted into a frog.
It'll be fun to see.
Robert, as Salt Lake City-based Fox 13 reports, the flawed tool seems to have picked up on some unrelated background chatter to devise its fantastical fairy tale ending. The body cam software and the AI report writing software picked up on the movie that was playing in the background, which happened to be The Princess and the Frog, Police Sergeant Rick Keel told the broadcaster. Yeah, it's a Disney movie. It's one of my favorite Disney princess movies. You know, I got 3 daughters, so. The department has begun testing AI-powered software called Draft One to automatically generate police reports from body cam footage. The goal was to reduce the amount of paperwork, but considering that immense mistakes are falling through the cracks, the results clearly vary. Even a simple mock traffic stop meant to demonstrate what the tool is capable of turned into a disaster. The resulting report requiring plenty of corrections. Despite the drawbacks, Keel told the outlet that the tool is saving him 6 to 8 hours weekly. Now, experts quickly warned that hallucinations could fall through the cracks in these important documents. And I think there's a genuine concern that I've noticed whenever I just kind of let AI run wild and kind of do its thing, and I really deep dive and proofread it, it'll just make shit up.
Yeah.
It'll just make things up. It'll just lie about stuff.
Cops have been doing that in the reports for years.
Absolutely.
So it ain't much different than
Cops lie in police reports all the time.
all the time.
Well, there's
Always record. Always record.
yeah. Why are you recording me? Yeah, you love it when you flip your cell phone out and start recording them.
Oh, yeah.
This is to protect me. I love that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I've been
love it.
watching a lot of those YouTube videos of the sovereign citizens. Don't have a driver's license. I'm traveling. And just to watch those back and forth with, I don't know why those are always on my YouTube feed, but
Mine's First Amendment auditors. I get a lot of those.
Yeah. I don't know. I get it, but it gets under my skin for sure.
I get it. I kind of like it.
I like
I like watching them fucking hose people down with mace.
I really like Cartnark.
Oh, yeah. He's fun.
He's a true auditor.
Yeah. That's the type of auditing we really need.
Yeah. But yeah, that's sadly we had a bro talk that we'll probably record next week. We're just a little short on time tonight. We got started a little late. I got hung up at work. Rob Dog's wife took, she's like a baby bird. She's got a lot of broken bones in her body. So Rob Dog's doing all the cooking, cleaning,
Just fucking
laundry.
dadding it up.
Dad. Hashtag.
Oh, shit.
Careful, dude.
God damn.
Those are $500 microphones.
Punch the fuck out of that.
Well,
Now I got a broken hand.
if we got nothing else to talk about, I think we can probably go ahead and get started with the episode.
Let's fucking go, dude.
How about a quick break for a few of our sponsors? Tonight on Monday Night Raw, I think Chris Jericho's coming back.
Think so?
Yep.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Break the walls down! Okay. Before we get started, this is a spoiler for Stranger Things. So if you haven't listened, fast forward like 5 minutes. What did you think of those cabbage rolls and potatoes my wife sent over?
It was really good.
Those things are fucking delicious. Those potatoes?
Yeah, potatoes are really good. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was all really good.
What'd you think of the end of Stranger Things?
I was happy with it. It was okay.
Buddy, I was so convinced and so pre-programmed to hate it.
Yeah.
I give it a solid 9.25.
I was entertained, yeah.
It did everything for me. I cried so hard. I fucking wept in the theater.
I like the idea of an open ending. I think that's good.
Yeah.
I think we all know what they showed happened is what needed to happen, but like I've said from the very beginning, I knew that's what was going to happen. It was going to be a sacrifice.
Boy, I liked looking at her in a fucking scuba suit for 2 hours.
It was my TikTok is just like I always sit there and I'll listen to things that people talk. It's nothing but theories,
Yeah.
like about Stranger Things, and now it's this fucking I forget what they're calling it, where they think there's a whole nother episode that's about to come out on the 7th.
Like a hidden finale type deal.
Yeah, where it's not really the real episode. There was one woman that said something about that there's certain legal paperwork that you have to do in order to finish out a series. And you have to register a series legally as a season. And this 5th season, none of that has been done. Like, they've checked up on it. And that's why they think that this season took a year to film, whereas all the other seasons took 6 months. Because they have a whole nother season filmed, and this is just a fake out 5th season.
I don't believe it.
And I don't either. There's a lot of theories of things like that, like a whole nother episode or a whole nother season. Or
I could be okay with it being done.
I could too. I just think there's a lot of loose ends that just fandoms find that.
Give me dipshit Derek and let's move on with the franchise.
Dude, what a fucking great character. Yeah.
So there are places in this country that do feel a little bit off. And I'm not talking about jacking off. I'm talking about just feeling off. And sometimes I like to feel myself off.
I get that.
I've been off work for 2 weeks, and I went back today. Awful.
Yeah.
Horrific. But one of those days I was I had moved in the bed all day. I was just laying there. And my wife came home from work, and she started grabbing on me. And just kind of got a half handy. And then she got up. She's like, I'm going to close the door. And I said, I'm going to take my Crocs off. And then she said, I'm not fucking you. And then she walked out. All because she played with my wiener and I had Crocs on.
You gotta leave them on, dude.
I try to tell her that the amount of fucking force I can generate if she would let me wear Crocs, the traction I could have.
Were you rolling Crocs and socks or just
I think
bareback?
I think I might have been bareback, dude.
Dude, that's power, man.
But the amount of friction that I could generate if she would just let me keep my Crocs on, I'm telling you, buddy, she'd be it. I'm like a Maserati. I got ABS, traction control. I got sport mode. I got it all, buddy.
Yeah.
She don't want none of it. Take the fucking Crocs off.
It's probably the real reason why she opted out.
The problem is once I get to moving a lot in those Crocs, I can smell them a little bit. I think that's why she gets scared.
Start kicking up a draft.
She doesn't want to feel like we're making love inside of a turtle aquarium.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Where are my crocodilians? I bite, but my Crocs don't. So you look at them at these places, and in your brain, you kind of say out loud, no, something's not right here. And the North Fox Island is absolutely one of those places. Have you ever heard of the North Fox Island, Rob?
I've not.
Wow, that's the power of this episode is something so horrific happened. And yet none of us have even heard of this goddamn place. It sits out in Lake Michigan.
Okay.
Quiet, isolated, beautiful place up there. About 15 to 20 miles off the northern Michigan shoreline, depending where you're measuring from. I like to measure from my butthole. It makes it seem a little bit longer when people ask you how big your wiener is. No bridges, no ferry schedules, no tourist boats circling it for selfies. If you want to get there, you either need a boat, or you need good weather, or you need a plane. That's it. The island itself is beautiful in a way that almost feels suspicious. You got dense woods, rolling dunes, gorgeous crystal clear water. This is the kind of place that rich people call a retreat. Whenever the presidents go on their little getaways, Camp David, Martha's Vineyard, places like that. This is what this place is kind of like that on a smaller scale. There's no towns, there's no neighbors, no one accidentally wandering by. It's just you, the trees, the beaches, and miles of silence. And in the middle of that island, carved right into the land, was a grassy airstrip. Not the kind of airstrip that your mom has, a little bit bushier than that.
It's a hair strip. Hell, fucking landing strip.
That was big in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Dude, isn't that weird? Yeah.
She's got a landing strip, bro.
It went from bush to strip.
She can only afford to shave half of her pussy. I got a dirt ring on my wiener.
She's got a little astroturf on the field. Oh, man.
I want you to do how do you ask for that? I want you to do a landing strip.
Leave one of them little Hitler mustaches.
I think it'd be really hard to ask your mate to shave their genitals.
It is a really weird thing to ask, right?
Like if your wife hits you up, you're like, I want you to shave your balls. I'd be like, bitch, how do you know? What bald balls you been slapping around that made you feel good about what I should do with my balls?
Yeah.
I want you to shave your pussy.
Dude. Get the old lips waxed.
That looks like it would be awful.
Yeah, can you get chap lips down there?
Sure. Yeah. If they're lips, buddy, they chap. It's important to remember that.
Especially the way I be licking them, dog.
Yeah, dude. Have Millie Bobby Brown, dude, in that fucking scuba suit for 6 episodes. She's got some chapped lips for sure. God damn, dude. I saw a meme that said Millie's going to get a yeasty if she doesn't take off that fucking scuba suit.
Dude, that whole last episode, she was fucking rocking that thing.
Felt bad for her.
Poor thing.
So, this island, the airstrip, it was not abandoned, not overgrown. The airstrip was completely and fully functional. It was maintained. This airstrip was long enough to land private planes on, long enough for people to come and go without asking any questions. At first glance, well, that's not a crime. It's not a crime to have an island with a grassy airstrip. Wealthy people own islands. Jeff Epstein.
Yeah, they do.
They build airstrips. They want privacy. If I had money like that, you fucking better bet your sweet ass I would build up. I would get an island with an airstrip to get away from all of you. I wouldn't have Wi-Fi. I wouldn't give a fuck about anything if I had money like that. See you later, alligators.
Yeah.
I'm just out here eating coconut shrimp every day because that shit is good no matter where you get it.
Having your own island, that's island money is crazy.
It is. I got a $100 gift card to Olive Garden for Christmas, and I'm not looking forward to eating there.
Dude, I can't stand the Olive Garden.
I don't know. They say when you're here, you're family.
Yeah.
But it should say when you're here, you're going to vomit, because that's what I feel like whenever I leave that place, is I'm going to throw up on myself.
The way people feel about Panera Bread is the same way I feel about Olive Garden.
Panera feels like a bit of a ripoff.
Yeah.
For certain.
I feel like it's like fucking overpriced hospital food.
We're going to put soup in a bread bowl.
Everything's already pre-made. Yeah. Is pasta. I mean, you're fucking paying $15 for $1's worth of noodles.
A tour of Italy can do something for you, though.
That's true, yeah.
Get you a little Alfredo, a little chicken Parmesan.
I fuck with lasagna though.
I do like
their
lasagna.
lasagna is actually pretty good, even if it is frozen. It's good.
I've got some New Year's resolutions, and one of those is to make a fucking badass lasagna.
I love lasagna.
I don't ever make lasagna. My wife does it, and it'll be like cheddar cheese on top of it. I'm like, I swear to God, if you bring me another piece of lasagna with cheddar cheese on top of it.
Yeah, it's a little different.
That's like we have taco night. She'll throw out a bag of sharp cheddar. This doesn't go on fucking tacos. This is Caucasian tacos.
It is. You get that fucking that taco blend.
Yeah, taco blend.
That taco blend, dog. I fuck with that.
But the airstrip alone does not make North Fox Island evil. But here's the thing. For several years in the 1970s, groups of young boys were flown out to that island, not with their parents, not on family vacations. They were sent there by adults that they trusted, adults who promised adventure, mentorship, and opportunity. And once those planes lifted back off that airstrip, buddy, and disappeared over the lake, you and that tight little fucking butthole are all on your own. Gone out in the middle of the lake with a bunch of kid touchers.
Ooh.
You think? I don't know.
I would assume.
We got to get there.
Yeah.
North Fox Island belonged to a man named Frankie Duffield Sheldon.
I've never met a pedophile that wasn't named Francis.
Old Frankie. Frank, if you knew him, and if you looked at his resume, nothing about it screamed monster. He was a Yale graduate. He's a fucking rock scientist. He's a geologist. Real estate and oil interests. He had that old Michigan money. He had money. He had fuck you, I have a private island type of money.
Yeah.
Sheldon, well, he bought the island back in the 1950s, the late 50s. He paid around $20,000 to an elderly widow whose husband had owned it before. He treated it like a private sanctuary. And I kind of get it, man. He built a cabin. He cut trails. He maintained the airstrip himself sometimes. He flew his own planes. And he talked openly about how the island gave him peace. And I'm not ready to, call this guy the worst human on earth yet. He had a lot of money. He had the opportunity to purchase an island for $20,000.
That's crazy.
Which is quite affordable, and he's just out there to get away from everybody. So yeah. I can't cast stones quite yet.
So far, so good.
And that's kind of where people stopped questioning him. Sheldon was involved in youth organizations, though. He did a Big Brothers Club type deal, mentorship programs, charity work. He loved kids. And I don't mean that in a loaded way or a weird way or a creepy way. At the time, it looked like generosity. He wanted to give boys experiences they might not have otherwise. And it was part of his charitable program. He would find these poverty-stricken families, and he would, for small prices, we'll get there, he would fly them out to the island. It would be like a pretty much like an adventure, an excursion, almost like you can come out here, big boys clubs.
Yeah, like a little youth camp.
Just like that, a youth camp. But sometimes you get stuff put in your butt.
That's the bonus gift.
I've told you the story about how I accidentally went to fat camp once.
Yeah.
If you guys are looking for that story, you can go back to the Clinton body count episode. That was great. Broccoli, carrots. Listen to your parents. Hey, we also have a closed group, a super secret closed group on Facebook. It's called Brohio Podcast Butt Chuggers Anonymous. The password to get in is Bill Wilkins. There's lots of good people in there. There's lots of people that have nothing going right in their life right now. And there's lots of people that got their shit figured out. There's a wide variety of people in there. So if you're looking to connect with fellow degenerates, it's a tremendous opportunity. Someone messaged us about starting a Brohio dating website or a Brohio dating group. And I said, no, thank you, because somehow that shit'll blow back on us and be our fault when somebody gets their fucking flower taken that wasn't supposed to, or all of this is because of Nick and Rob. I vehemently said, absolutely not. No liability.
Not on us.
No interest in doing that.
Yeah.
I'm the only fat guy in my wife's life.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. I don't want any.
I don't want to. I
Keep
don't.
my hands clean of that.
I don't even manage the group we're in now. I
No.
kind of set it and forget it.
I don't ever even.
We got some really good admins. Chrissy, John.
I'll pop in there every now and then.
Who's he? Ricky. Is that the only 3 admins?
I think so. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Thank you,
Appreciate you guys, though.
Sweethearts. So, when you would go out there to the North Fox Island for the youth camps, there was fishing, there was camping, flying in small planes, the kind of stuff that makes adults say, that'll be a great time for you. He would bring, what was his name, Sheldon. He brought the boys out the island, not in secret, not in hiding. The parents knew. The parents were very much a part of it. Some even paid a small fee to send their kids to the camp, $85 for a 6-day trip, airfare included. And that's nothing back. That's nothing, obviously, now, but that was nothing. Of course, a family would love to send their kid on a summer camp where they get to go horseback riding, fly small planes, fishing, camaraderie, fellowship, just hanging out with the boys. On paper, it looked wholesome as all shit. It looked perfect. But when something looks good on the surface like that, that's kind of when it makes it a little bit dangerous. The boys who went to North Fox Island weren't random. They weren't kids with parents hovering over every detail of their lives. These were foster kids. These were troubled kids. These were boys from unstable homes, boys that were subjected to the system. These were children that had not, for lack of a better term, they didn't have families. They didn't have strong family, parental figures in their lives. Kids already used to, these kids were already used to adults making decisions for them. They'd lived their whole lives kind of being bounced around. But also that was the charitable aspect. This Sheldon guy, he would take these kind of impoverished, underprivileged children, and he would give them the opportunity to experience like a vacation, to see what it's like to go to a fun place, to be loved, to be taken care of. And it was a charity service, and that's what that was the beauty of all of it, until it wasn't. They were flown out in small planes, so imagine being 12 years old and getting on a plane without your parents, headed to a private island in the middle of Lake Michigan. That alone would feel, it would feel surreal. It would feel like you were doing something very special, exciting, new, fresh. When they landed, the island probably felt like freedom. There was no school. There were no parents. There was infinite woods to explore, beaches, campfires, all kinds of things to hang out and just play, man. Adults who seemed relaxed and permissive. Rules did exist, but they weren't the same rules as at home. But as they started to settle in at North Fox Island, the mood started to change a little bit. Imagine you go to plop down in your favorite recliner, the old Steady. I got my recliner upstairs. I love laying it.
Yeah.
That's you. A lot of bad stuff. I've sent you videos. A lot of bad stuff happens to me in that recliner.
Tons.
Imagine going to plop down your favorite recliner after you just got done in the shower, you got your robe on, and you plop down, there's a giant dick in your chair, and you sit on it real hard, and it hurts your butt.
One can only wish.
That's what happened to these boys. They sat down too fast, dude. You gotta look where you're sitting down nowadays, you know?
Yeah, very much. They didn't know about this stuff then. Now you know.
There I was, sitting down in my recliner. I'm going to try and tell my wife that story. You're not going to believe me, babe. I went to sit in the chair earlier. Clothes, the kind that we're wearing right now, the clothes, they didn't matter so much at this camp. Boundaries started to soften. The kids would show up. Everything was normal. You got your rucksack, your suitcase. And then before you know it, the camp counselors are like, you boys are fine. Just hang out in your underwear.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Sign me up.
Shit. You were free to go naked if that's what your heart desired. Physical contact was normalized. they would say things like, this is natural. This is trust. This is how you grow.
Hey, little Timmy, do you know if your butthole's ticklish?
I was wondering if
Let's find out.
you have a dirt ring on your wiener because I feel so different and nasty. And I'm hoping everybody has a dirt ring.
They say the ring is perfectly halfway down your dick. Let's see. Let's get it hard.
Oh, dude, when we get to the part, like, what fucking blew this all up?
Oh,
It's so awful. But the one strange thing, they were, my wife's calling me while I'm talking about children's genitals. Just a second. Let me pause this on the main episode here.
Okay.
Hello. Right. Yes. No, ma'am, I already ate. Gracias, señorita. Love you. Right.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay. I had a Coke Zero burp lodged in there. Those things will start to ferment. You get sick and shit. If you don't push it out.
Zeros are the way to go, though.
They are. That Dr. Pepper Zero.
It fucks. It
So
fucks hard.
fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
my God.
you're
I feel like
fucking-
I'm gonna vomit.
You're loaded, man.
All right.
Damn.
So one strange thing. There was a lot of strange things. One exceptionally strange thing that kind of outweighed a lot of other stuff. There were always photographers around.
Yeah.
Every second these boys were on this island, it's like they had their own personalized film crews.
Every white woman ever.
Yeah. They're just followed by workers with cameras. And a lot of the times they'd go, they do some archery, or they go swimming, or they go in the woods to chop down a tree. And every second, the person behind the camera is like, pose for the pose, strike a pose for us, look at the camera, smile, wave at the camera. And it's just always like the kids are like, we can't even do what the fuck we want to do because we're always got to stop for goddamn pictures.
Bend over that log over there.
Yeah, let's see your poop. Show the camera your poop.
Squat behind that tree and take a shit.
I gotta poop.
I know you gotta poop.
Well, it's fine if you just do it right here.
It's perfectly fine.
Let's pretend we're bears.
I'll bury it for you.
Have you ever eaten poop? I ate poop once. So there was just this constant strange aura, like, I don't know, it was like there was always someone around just taking pictures. At first, the pictures were innocent. Hiking, swimming, laughing, proof for parents that everything was fine. And it was it was very much a process, okay? So they would take these pictures over and over and over. They'd send the pictures home to the families, and then, mom's like, oh, he's hunting and fishing and climbing trees. He's having so much fun. Look at all these awesome pictures where they would send home 20, 30, 40, 50 pictures of these kids.
You want to see a picture of your kid eating poop?
Yeah, this is a picture of your kid pooping. He insisted that I look at his poop.
Dude, I'd be so pissed.
If you're flipping through, when you piss as a father, if you're flipping through their pictures of your son, and there's just like a picture of him taking a shit.
Fuck yeah, I'd be so mad.
I'd make fun of him so hard, dude.
Oh, shit.
Who took this goddamn picture?
The fuck they feeding you guys out there?
Why
is it all wet?
He's all bound up.
Why are your tits out? Put a shirt on.
Your mom's got a landing strip. But on and on, fuck, dude.
Dude, calling a boy's chest tits is so fucking funny. I say that. I say all the time. I like my fucking tits.
My kids call them fatties. They'd be like, "Oh, my fatties are hanging out." I'm just like, "Get the fuck out of here, dude." I don't like being in a house with all women. It scares me.
Whew.
The other day, I was in the bathroom, dude, and they're all synced up now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'll take that bathroom trash can out, and then an hour later, it's overflowing with just scary ass shit.
Right.
And I'm just like, you all need to understand something. I don't know what this biohazardous waste is, but I cannot manage it.
You girls need Jesus.
This is clear OSHA violations, all right? As an OSHA 30 card holder, I cannot safely dispose of these items.
Correct.
The other day I went in there and the toilet paper was gone, which is nothing new. They'll run that bitch bone dry.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're wiping their fucking cooches with. Whatever. But there was Clorox wipes in the toilet. Or Clorox wipes in the trash can.
No.
And they looked like they had poop stains on them. No. And then I walked out. I was like, did somebody wipe their butt with a Clorox wipe? And nobody would fess up.
Oh, no, that's not good.
And then I just gave this really inspirational speech about them being so fucking lazy to go get toilet paper. They wipe their butts with bleach and they're going to die. And I walked away and I turned back around really fast to see who was about to cry. And none of them were cracking. So
Oh, shit.
whoever did it, they made their deal and they felt good about it.
Yeah.
They wiped their butt with a Clorox wipe. Or maybe my investigation was incorrect.
Man, I've never thought to even do that. That'd have to burn.
I know somebody was hurting. Somebody was incapacitated.
Right.
Unless there's not real bleach on them, which is very possible.
That's very possible. You could fucking take care of your old fucking poop rings, though, right?
I think if I use one of those Clorox wipes, I could probably get that brown thing off my wiener. Finally. They got that really sandy side.
Yeah, scrub hard enough. Fucking buff it away.
Take your fucking wiener off.
Sandblast it.
But on an island like that, where you're isolated, controlled, and cut off, what feels normal can change pretty quickly. And no one from the outside was coming to check up. And that was the whole thing here is this island is just off in the middle of, there's no police, there's no Coast Guard, there's no boat patrol. There is literally no law enforcement oversight where this is going on at. Up to this point, everything about North Fox Island could still be explained by optimism and trust. A rich guy with a weird hobby, a remote island that doubled as a summer camp, kids having experiences their parents could not afford. That's the version that everyone wanted to believe because the alternative was a little too uncomfortable.
Sure.
But that illusion depended upon one thing, control. And the person who exercised that control, it was not Francis Sheldon. It was a man by the name of Gerald Richards. Richards did not look like a villain. He didn't bark orders or wear authority like a uniform. He was very calm, cool, collected, friendly. This guy could take over a room with his incredible magic tricks, is what I read about him. He was an excellent magician. He was a gym teacher at a Catholic school, but he would go to these birthday parties, these church events, and he would do magic for everybody. And he was a talker, and he was funny, and everybody loved him because he'd do these fucking magic tricks. He'd make a balloon animal, like a dog that with a dick and stuff or whatever he could do. He was a good ass magician. And aside from the lasagna, I want to do magic tricks this year.
Dude, magic's cool as fuck.
I know. If I brought you a 12 to 15 layer lasagna, then when you're done eating, did 4 or 5 very, very nice magic tricks.
Oh, I'd be really happy.
Well, you would pay for something like that.
Sure. Dinner and a show, man.
You would pay for that. And I feel like I could invite people into my home.
It's true.
It's a good business model.
Yeah, date nights.
15-layer lasagna.
Yeah.
With 5 magic tricks to follow the dinner.
It's a good ratio.
Yeah. 15-layer lasagna.
Yeah. It's a magic trick every 3 layers.
No cheddar cheese either.
Yeah, you can't do cheddar.
But Richards, like I said, he didn't look like a villain. He was very calm, very friendly. He worked as a physical education teacher at a Catholic school in Port Huron. He was a former seminarian, very church adjacent, community adjacent, trusted by default. The community, everybody loved him.
What's a seminarian?
Seminarian. It's like a few degrees below a priest, we'll say.
Librarian that fills their books with semen.
Yes. I'm a seminarian.
Okay.
I am a semen demon. Yeah, it's just like somebody that studies the Catholic religion or kind of.
Okay. Yeah.
Something like that. Somebody in the church. It's like
It's a
church.
man studying a seminary.
Okay.
Preparing for the ordained.
I made that up and I was right. It's perfect.
Preparing to fall into priesthood.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when they met Mr. Richards, they didn't see a predator. They saw an exceptionally structured adult who understood kids. Someone who talked about discipline, self-awareness, and personal growth. He spoke in that soft, confident way that made people feel stupid for questioning him. And he was so trusted in the community that oftentimes families, they would have problems. They would have problems with their teenage sons. And they'd say, we got to go talk to Mr. Richards. He can get us through this. And there was a few men in our lives growing up that were like that, that you would just like go above and beyond. They were just always working behind the scenes to make sure you had. There was one guy that our middle school gym teacher, I know for a fact on multiple occasions that he went and bought clothes for kids, shoes. He would go to their houses and bring them to school whenever they were lit. You know, just like always going out of their way just to be
social studies teacher was like that too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Very much so.
One that lived right behind the school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Just good,
great people.
Cornerstones of the community.
Yeah.
It's like what the community, and we grew up in a kind of a poverty-ridden area, and the reason areas like that are successful, that allow people like you and I to get the fuck out of there, it's because of people like that create good environments and just harbor happiness and make you feel like, you know what, you're going through it, but you can get through it, and you'll get where you need to go. One problem, though, on this island, Mr. Richards wasn't loud. He didn't have to be. He set the tone by what he allowed, by what he ignored, and by what he normalized. Clothing became optional. Then clothing became irrelevant. Privacy disappeared under the guise of openness. Physical contact was reframed as trust building. Wrestling, massages, group activities that blurred boundaries so slowly that not one single moment felt like a line being crossed until you looked back and reflected upon what happened and realized every line was gone. So that was part of the system. So at first, you're climbing trees, you're fishing, you're doing archery. Picture. Then all of a sudden, you're wrestling. Picture. Then all of a sudden, well, you don't have to keep your clothes on. You're all sweaty and shit.
Your pants are off.
Just got your ass beat. You want a massage? How about a naked massage? Come here. I'll rub your shoulders for you. You're naked. Picture. And before you fucking know it, you're sitting there get a back massage from a grown man as a 12-year-old boy, completely naked, getting pictures taken of you.
So fucking weird.
It blurs the bound. Like, you see how it wasn't like there was a very systematic approach to what they were doing to these children.
For sure. Ooh.
I want a fucking massage now.
From a little boy?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And this is important. None of this happened in chaos. It was all structured. There were schedules, activities, rules, consequences. Richards understood that children who feel like they're breaking rules might tell. Children who believe they're following the rules, they stay pretty quiet. The island didn't feel dangerous at first. That's what made it dangerous. And hovering behind all of this was the quiet understanding that the island was sealed off from the entire world. No neighbors, no unexpected visitors, no one dropping in, no one from the police department randomly popping up to see how everybody's doing. No, oh, we were in the area, just want to stop by. The lake did its job. It kept everyone away. At first, the photographs, they seemed harmless. Kids at camp, boys laughing around a fire, swimming in crystal clear water, hiking through the woods that looked like something out of a nature calendar. If you were a parent flipping through these pictures, you'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm glad I paid $85 for this shit. Little Timmy's having a great time. You'd feel proud that you were able to give your child this experience. but the camera was always there, always there. It didn't come out for special occasions. It didn't disappear when activities got more personal. It was just always there, like it belonged. Boys would later say that posing became part of the routine. Sometimes it was framed as documentation for the nonprofit, because this was a nonprofit organization. Sometimes it was explained as proof for donors. Sometimes there was no explanation at all. And slowly, the photos started to change. They weren't just memories anymore. They were instructions, directions, requests. Stand here, stand there, do this, do that, don't move. This wasn't someone snapping pictures impulsively. This was someone composing them. And what makes North Fox Island different from so many other abuse cases is this part right here. The abuse, it wasn't hidden because it was shameful. It was recorded because it was valuable. These pictures that were being taken of these children in compromising situations were being marketed and sold to people whose names are never revealed.
Yeah.
They were buying the pictures of these naked young men. Photographs became film, and film became product. Some boys didn't fully understand that at the time. They just knew something felt wrong, we'll say. Others understood enough to feel scared, but not enough to know what to do with that fear. And the adults around them reinforced the silence. The adults would say, this is normal. You're overthinking it. This is what trust looks like. On an island, repetition creates reality. And what's chilling is how methodical all of it was. This wasn't chaos spiraling out of control. This was a systematic approach doing exactly what it was designed to do. The island itself wasn't just isolating the boys from the world. It was creating a product for these guys that ran the place. It was so isolating. I'm sorry. I got kind of hung up here. The way the language works. So they would take from the children their ability to verbalize and take away the language that they needed to explain what was happening to them.
Okay.
These days, if a 12-year-old sees a hairy dick, he'll be like, that's a hairy fucking dick.
Yeah.
Back then, they weren't exposed to things like this, not even in the same stratosphere. I'm talking like 4th, 5th, 6th graders that don't even know what intercourse is at this point. Is different back then. So part of this, I don't even know what to call it. Part of the abuse was taking the language from them. And once that language is gone, so is the resistance. But I want to elaborate on taking the language from them. On North Fox Island, the adults did things like calling nudity natural, calling touching trust building, calling sexual acts education or growth, or calling obedience maturity. So the kid's not thinking, this adult is abusing me. They're thinking, I'm uncomfortable, but this must be normal, and I'm probably the weird one. That's what I mean when I say removing the language. They didn't say sex. They didn't say abuse. They didn't say crime. These old men were like, I'm not giving you a massage. We're building trust with one another. You may be naked and I have a boner, but we're building trust with one another right now.
Ugh.
So they wouldn't say like, I'm giving you a massage. They'd say like, I'm building trust with you. They replaced all of these horrific words related to trauma with softer words. For years, the system held up and these guys went undetected by law enforcement. For years, they were able to operate.
It's crazy.
Most boys didn't talk at all. Some tried, but they were pretty quickly dismissed. Some buried it. Some kids didn't yet have the words, and that's how this kind of thing survives. And not through force alone, but through confusion and delay. Then there was one kid that just thankfully wouldn't let it go, would not let go all of the uncomfortable, strange, traumatic abuse that he was going through at North Fox Island. This boy didn't come forward about the island at first. he talked about Gerald Richards back on the mainland about all the filming, about the sexual acts disguised as instruction, about moments that were too specific, too detailed, and too wrong to ignore. And this time the adult listening didn't explain it away. His mother went to the police. On July 23rd, 1976, Gerald Richards was finally arrested and charged with criminal sexual conduct involving a minor. Out of all of the things that this kid said to the police that they ignored, the one thing that finally got them to say, okay, something really fucked up is going on here. These boys were made to get completely naked, forced to get an erection, and then they measured their penises and told them that they were sizing them for jock straps.
What the fuck?
That fucked up, dude.
That's crazy.
Jock straps, mightily uncomfortable, unless you need the support.
Imagine wearing one with a boner.
Yeah. I would be like, if it was my turn in line, I'd be like, just give me a small one. Just give me the smallest one you got.
You got any diapers?
I don't need them big fucking, I don't need them baggy fuckers.
Yeah.
I got a dirt ring on my wiener.
Give me a pamper.
Give me a dirty one.
I got to poop.
Give me one that's been shit and pissed in.
Hey, Henry, bring the camera back behind this tree. I got to go take a shit.
Oh, dude. Have you ever worn a jock strap before, like with a cup?
No, I don't think I have.
I wore
No,
it.
you know what? I lied. I did. I did 1 year for football.
Did you like it?
No. I feel like I was wearing like a thong, but with the fucking plastic dick holder in place.
God rest his soul, Doug, one of my favorite baseball, like one of my favorite guys ever. He just passed away recently. Ryan Shriver, good friend of the show, tremendous dude that I love deeply. His dad just was like absolutely one of those guys you just like. It's hard. He was a little league coach, but he cared so much about us as kids and as men, and just seeing us do good things. And there was 1 year that Ryan as well, but we really started to separate ourselves with in little league. It was just rec league.
Yeah,
but we were really good baseball players. And there was 1 year that I started to like take a step forward, and he came to me and he said, I think you can do a lot with baseball. I think you have the talent that takes. You could be really good, growing up when you become, and you go to high school and stuff. But I think that you would make a really good catcher. And I was like, oh, okay. I love to play catcher. And he said, but buddy, you're going to have to get a cup. You have to get a jock strap and a cup. And I was like, oh, okay, no big deal. And he said, I can't let you catch until you got one. And just make sure that you tell your mom and your dad. I'll talk to them. You gotta go get one, and then you can start catching. So I was like, okay, cool. And then I remember, like, I got the fucking cup, and I was getting all like amped up. I was like ready to fucking play baseball,
Yeah.
And it's like not a cloud in the sky, just gorgeous outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like by the phone, and I'm getting myself all fucking amped up, and I call his house, and he answered, and he's like, hello? And I said, hey, Doug, do you think we're going to have our game today? And he's like, what do you mean, buddy? I'm like, you think it's going to get like rained out or anything? He's like, no, there's no weather coming. And then I was like, well, I got that thing you told me to get. And he's like, what? And I said, I got that thing you told me to get. He said, I'm not following you. And I was like, I got a cup. He's like, oh, okay, great. You can start catching now. And dude, I felt like I had the fucking weight of the world lifted off my shoulders by telling him that I bought a cup. I didn't like it, and I didn't even want to say that it felt like a nasty word to me that I bought a cup, that I bought something that had touched my wiener. And I had to tell him about it. And I remember, like, at the game, he was laughing at me. He's like, when you get older, everybody's going to be wearing them things. You ain't got to be embarrassed about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. He's like, shit, I might be wearing one right now.
It's just fucking covering up your berries, man.
So, hey, I got that thing you told me to get. It's fucking heroin or something, dude.
Yeah. An erection?
You got a boner?
Let me measure it.
God rest his soul, man. That's a dude that truly made a difference in my life.
You're fucking calling him like you got a bag of weed for him or something.
I got that shit for you.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they're measuring dicks for jockstraps here. That arrest, it didn't threaten Richards. It threatened everything, because once Richard was in custody, the question stopped being, did something happen? And it became, how big is this thing? Not the dick, but just like the amount of trauma and abuse that was going on the island.
Not the kid dicks. Probably very small.
God, look at the size of this jockstrap right here. This kid might have had a good sized sausage on him. Because while police were still doing their paperwork, something was already happening on North Fox Island. Flights increased. Files moved.
Oh, shit.
Cabinets emptied. The island, it didn't erupt into chaos. It went quiet in a way that felt deliberate. There was no panic. There was just strategic cleanup. And the timing is very important here, because when law enforcement finally turned their attention fully towards Sheldon and the island, the trail was already cooling. Richards, the other fellow, facing real prison time, he began talking. Ooh. And what he described wasn't a camp gone wrong. It was a front. It was a production site. And suddenly North Fox Island, it wasn't just a place where abuse happened. It was a place where abuse was manufactured. When Michigan State Police finally raided North Fox Island, expectations, they were high, and rightfully so. Based on witness statements alone, investigators were expecting to find enough evidence to dismantle an entire network. Films, photographs, movies, lists of names, people purchasing this child pornography, financial records, proof of who visited the island, proof of who paid, and who knew. What they found instead was nothing. The buildings were there, the trails, the airstrip, but the shelves were completely empty. Cabinets bare, drawers cleaned out. Whatever had been stored there was completely gone.
Damn.
And that's the moment this case kind of turned from horrifying to infuriating, because evidence, it doesn't evaporate on its own. There were people that had time. There were people that were warned and cared enough about covering this shit up that they made it all evaporate. They made it all go away. And someone made sure the heart of the operation disappeared before law enforcement arrived. Officials later gave different explanations. Some said and I'm talking police officials. Some said materials were destroyed to protect victims. Others suggested they were ordered to get rid of it. No consistent story ever emerged. What did emerge was a bit of a pattern, though. Only Richards went to prison. One guy.
Wow.
He served 10 years and later testified about child exploitation in congressional hearings. He spoke broadly, carefully. Francis, the guy that bought the island, the guy that owned the island, he was charged, but he was never tried in court. He was declared mentally unfit. He left the country and lived out his days in Amsterdam, which is where he died.
Wow.
And the buyers, the people that bought all of the child pornography, they were never publicly named. They were never charged. They were never exposed. For a case that produced literally thousands of images and films, the complete lack of downstream accountability is sickening and staggering. It reminds you of a little case that's going on in the news right now by a fellow by the name of Jeffrey Epstein, okay? The Epstein files have been released, okay? Highly redacted. But we still don't have true access to who did what and who was there.
Yeah,
who's done it.
We won't.
And the raid should have ended the story. Instead, it's almost like the raid did exactly the opposite of what they were trying to do. As the years passed, though, journalists and investigators started circling back to North Fox Island for one simple reason. The math did not add up. And the fucking worst part about all this is I say the journalists and investigators started circling back. That's because nobody really knew about it when it was going on. All of the pattern of abuse, all of the despicable trauma and horrible things that these young men were going through. And there was no public outcry for these children for what they had gone through. It's because the people that were indulging in the material being manufactured at this island were people with a lot of money. These are the who's who of people that were partaking, that were fucking flying to this island and abusing these children, that were buying the content that was coming from this island. And this is where people start using the word network. I should say, I skipped a part here. You don't produce that much CP material for just two men. You don't build the infrastructure, you don't document the abuse and distribute it without a market, and you don't clean out an island that thoroughly, one man being incarcerated, the other not, unless you know exactly what you are protecting. So this is where people start using the word network, not because it sounds dramatic, because that's what fucking fits. It's a network of pattern abuse, just like we see over and over and over again, but it gets covered up because the people partaking in it are fucking political socialites, people with money, people that can make it go away. And it's okay. Like, and it's gonna keep fucking happening. It's never gonna stop happening. As long as humans are breathing, children and young adults are gonna be sexually trafficked, and it's repulsive. It's not. I think more today than ever is just it's incomprehensible, dude. It's just like,
yeah, I don't get it, man. I feel bad. It's crazy.
I wish there was like, you know, it's like a blanket term, and it kind of doesn't hold a lot of water. It should, but I wish there was something that we could do. Not like you and I, but us as in like the residents of, just like the people of America. I wish there was something that we could do. And you're fucking powerless to people with money like that.
It's nuts, man.
They own the system, and it's repulsive.
And those are the ones that are the ones fucking doing it,
partaking in it.
Yeah,
which is disgusting.
No, I think it is. It's a power thing. It's the fact that they have the means to do so,
and it's all blackmail.
Yeah,
and hush hush, and it's all about who you can nail down. Because not only are you getting power over the children and the people that you are fucking victimizing, you're also getting power over the people you're telling about this stuff and you know are partaking in it.
Yeah.
The moment Bill tells Randy, Dale, and Jeff about what's going on, and they're like, fuck yeah, I'm going to start going there, then you got power over those guys. And it's just an infinite loop of struggle, of like power, and it's never going to stop.
Once you get caught, castration, that's the only thing you could do.
It is, yeah.
Well, because, I mean, that's one of those things, it's not like you're going to jail because you fucking stole something. That's something you can be rehabilitized, out of. You can't.
I could fuck it out of every single one of them, dude.
That's something that's internally fucked up in their heads that they ain't going to get over.
And there were connections to similar operations in other states, overlapping names, similar methods, the same mix of charity language. And that was one of the most profound things for me. This was a non-profit charitable organization. These were a front that appeared to be helping underprivileged children. In case after case, the pattern repeated. Exposure at the lowest level collapsed before it reached the top. In the mid-1970s, while North Fox Island was quietly operating as a secretive boys' retreat, with its disturbing side, everything that was going on, another nightmare was kind of going on in southeast Michigan. Between 76 and 77, Oakland County, a prosperous suburban area near Detroit, they were dealing with child disappearances and child murders. This was, they ranged in age from 10 to 12 years old. The killer became known as the Oakland County Child Killer or the Babysitter Killer. And to this day, the perpetrator has never been identified.
Oh, shit.
The similarities between the Oakland County Child Killer and the North Fox Island scandal are quite striking, enough that they've been talked about alongside each other in documentaries, new specials, and investigator theories. That's not to say that authorities ever officially confirmed a link, but the timing, the geography, and the involvement of underage boys going on in both stories have made people wonder for quite a long time now. For example, there's a long-running local docuseries and true crime reporting have noted that while police were unraveling the Oakland County case, the existence of a child pornography ring on North Fox Island was also coming to light. The island's ring was exposed after a boy came forward, leading to arrest. The name, I haven't said it yet, the actual name of the charitable organization was called Brother Paul's Children's Mission. And it was, in fact, a child exploitation enterprise. But what a fucking disgusting name. Brother Paul's Children's Mission. Investigative narratives, including one called Children of the Snow, have explored whether the serial murderer might have certain ties to broader child abuse networks. Some researchers point to suspects and clients tied to underground child sex circles, arguing that it's unlikely a killer who abducted and held children would operate fully outside the same ecosystem, which I very much believe with kind of their proximity with one another.
Yeah.
But publicly, officially, law enforcement has never tied the evidence from Oakland County to the North Fox Island.
Well, they got rid of all their shit.
They did.
Yeah. There's probably some sort of a connection there, though.
For sure. And to this day, North Fox Island is state-owned, mostly empty, mostly overgrown. The buildings are rotting. The trails are disappearing. The airstrip is barely visible through grass and brush. Nature's just kind of naturing over there. Everyone's left the island. There's no sign that tells you what happened there. There's no memorial. There's no plaque. There's no acknowledgement whatsoever. If you don't know the story, you'd think it was just another quiet island. And the silence of all of it is why I want to talk about it in this episode. This is something big.
Yeah.
Like, this is something horrific that happened to a lot of young men. And there was a lot of traumatic abuse, a lot of just the most horrific, sexual, degrading, traumatic abuse that anyone could go through. And it all got fucking swept under the rug. Everyone's names are wiped. Evidence wiped. All of it just gone because presumably politicians, financiers, people with money, people with power were partaking in all of these. There were people flying in. Like, there was constant stream of people flying in, sexually assaulting these boys and then leaving the island under no type of law enforcement watch at all. That's what was happening. But for the survivors, though, the complete lack of recognition feels like their story is being denied. Like, what happened to them never happened. And that's got to be a really difficult thing to work through as a human. Another suggestion that what happened wasn't big enough to matter is how it's explained. That it's easier to forget than to confront what happened. Some survivors have spoken publicly, many have not. The island, it still exists, though. And So does the. I mean, I don't even really know who the jurisdiction. I mean, the ultimately the state of Michigan is who dropped the ball here, but
For sure.
the federal government dropped the fucking ball here.
But the same people that fucking dropped the ball may have been the people that were in on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And there was, let me see if I can, a detail about this that I wanted.
That's the thing about, well, you can kind of see the landing strip there.
Yeah.
That's the thing about politicians, man. It don't matter which side of the fucking fence you're on, they're all fucking scumbag pedos.
When you Google North Fox Island, there's nothing about the horrific shit that went on there. It just tells you that.
That is beautiful, though.
Yeah, have you ever been to northern Michigan?
No.
Oh man, it's perfect. It's pristine.
That's gorgeous.
So if you were to look this up, you wouldn't look up North Fox Island child scandal. You would look up Brother Paul's Children's Mission if you were looking for any to further your knowledge of this. Let's see. Okay, this is directly from Reddit. After Richard's arrest, an investigation was carried out by the Michigan State Police. Okay, so it was state police. Detectives discovered large caches of child pornography in his car and his office, some of which was stamped in envelopes in preparation to be mailed. Also found were lists of names and addresses of customers as well as contacts to other figures in the child pornography and prostitution business. As part of the plea deal, Richards gave law enforcement a great deal of information in regard to the operation they were running out of North Fox. He confessed that children were flown to the island to be filmed in child pornography and that Grossman had helped form the mission and participated in a child orgy with himself and Sheldon at a Holiday Inn in Port Huron. Let's see. 3 days after Richards was arrested, Sheldon's home in Ann Arbor was raided by law enforcement. However, he was not present, and all of his cabinets and drawers had been emptied prior to police raiding the property. The lead detective in the case attempted to get an arrest warrant for Sheldon, which the prosecutor rejected as they were, quote, waiting to see if charges were going to be brought against him in St. Clair County. Concurrently, the prosecutor of St. Clair County was awaiting until the investigation was completed before issuing an arrest warrant. After a warrant was obtained in December, it became apparent that Sheldon had already fled the country after he was made aware by Richards that he was going to be arrested. So, sounds like a whole lot of, pss, pss, hey, buddy, this is what's coming down the...
Fucking GTFO, buddy.
Get the fuck out.
Wow.
Isn't it fucking disgusting, dude?
Fucking scumbags, man. I can't deal with it.
It's bad.
It's fucking disgusting. I hate people like that.
I've never been sized for a jockstrap.
Me neither.
Properly.
Yeah, mostly for ego. They can tell me I need a kid small. I'll be pissed.
Hey, measure for my butthole. That's how I measure it.
Yeah, the back of my balls, all the way around. Yeah, you gotta get them when they're hot too, so they got some hang to them.
Yeah, weird. Like you push on your balls, you can feel your wiener inside of there.
Oh yeah, you can. It's fucking God's way of just laughing at you.
Like there's 5.5 more inches of dick inside your balls that you can't have.
I gave you all this dick, but it's inside your balls.
Dude, I'm pretty confident. Like if I could drop 150 pounds and cut off most of my butt cheeks, I'd probably have a good sized thing on me, dude.
Yeah.
That's the problem. We got too much cake. That's our problem, dude.
I don't want mind being fucking caked up though.
God said I'm gonna give these boys some ass.
Yeah.
They don't need a dick.
Yeah.
These are ass boys.
If I squeeze my ass tight enough, a little bit, like a half inch pops out, more, like a half inch of dick.
It's God's way of making fun of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, just lay on your back and just kind of like press up on your balls. Mm-hmm. There's at least another 3 to 5 inches of wiener in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Feel it go all the way back there.
You can get surgery to get that pulled out.
I'm gonna get it pulled out tonight.
Dick looked like a fucking red rocket from a dog.
I'm gonna look like a magician pulling scarves out of his sleeve. For those of you that are not on the YouTube simulcast with us, Robert Dog is wearing a Bush's Baked Beans shirt with Duke the dog on it.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
It's just
sick.
a beautiful. There's actually a can of beans with a dog inside of it.
Yeah, it's 3 dogs, 3 Dukes. It's like the 3 Wolf Moon shirt, but it's Duke and baked beans. No moon.
I have found that can of beans is just as interchangeable as the word shit. So if you walk into a room that stinks, you'd be like, it smells like shit in here. If you'd be like, it smells like a can of fucking beans in here. People be like, okay, stinks. You'd be like, I stepped in a can of beans.
Yeah.
People be like, oh man, that's gross. That's yucky.
Yeah, both equally as gross to step in. That's
Or
true.
you'd be like, I'm going to knock the can of beans right out of you. People know that you're about to get your shit slapped loose.
It's true.
I'm going to slap the fucking can of beans right out of you.
It is pretty interchangeable, isn't it?
I'm tired as a can of beans. All right. Well, that concludes our episode about North Fox Island Brother Paul's Children's Mission.
Scumbags.
Absolute scumbags in its highest, lowest form, however you want to say it. I'm just sad there was a magician involved. Self-described master magician.
He wasn't serving up lasagna, though, so.
He was not.
He's 15 layer.
Yeah.
He could probably only make like a 2-layer lasagna.
So it says here, there's names here on the Wikipedia page. I try and stay away from the Wikipedia page because usually when we read from Wikipedia, people are like, they just read that from Wikipedia. But
Yeah.
purported to be involved in the operation was Dyer Grossman, a Carmel, New York millionaire and a science teacher at a prestigious all-boys boarding school. Also suspected was Adam Aristotle Starchild.
The fuck kind of name is that?
Perpetual traveler and white-collar criminal. Starchild was listed as president of the Church of the New Revelation.
All these religious figures, man. Go figure.
He's got, oh my God. Does that not look like a kid toucher?
Absolutely. He boogers kids bad.
He looked like...
Is he dead? Please tell me he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. He
Good.
died.
Good.
He looks like... His fucking head looks like a 5-gallon jug of water.
He's a waterhead.
The waterhead, all right. Well,
What a name. Ain't no way that's his birth name. He changed his name to that thinking it was cool as fuck, which it kind of is. But he's not.
Aristotle Starchild. Fuck that guy. I'm glad he's dead.
It's like what a lizard that's wearing a human suit would name themselves.
He looks like a lizard, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. As we move into the new year, it's important to remember radical change is not a way to be successful with what you're hoping to accomplish. I'm not going to make my 15-layer lasagna all in one night. I'm going to work up to it.
Yeah, you got to start with 7 layers first.
And whatever your New Year's resolution is, whether it's to quit smoking, quit cussing, quit biting your nails, lose some weight, work out, just remember small incremental changes are the safest ways to create those habits that are going to last for the entire year. And, if you're somebody that's like, no fucking carbs this year, well, that's not going to work.
Good luck, brother.
It's not going to work. So be realistic about your goals and expectations. You gotta put yourself in a good environment too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the important thing to remember. If you got a spouse that's bringing home McDonald's every night, then you got to get them on board with you. Say, hey, we're going to start being healthier around here. So I hope you are able to accomplish everything you hope to accomplish in 2026. I never would have thought over 8 years ago, if you would have asked me, you think you guys would still be doing this show in 9 years? I would have said no, absolutely not.
Probably not.
I would have said I'll be 38 and far too mature to be still doing that.
I would have never thought that, but that's pretty optimistic, right?
But here we are in 2026.
Still doing the damn thing.
Could be shaping up to be our best year yet.
We're almost got that fucking 10 years, man.
Shit, fuck them, dude. Don't let us stop
wild.
now.
Wild.
Sit on that. I told you, I'm going to go sit in a dick recliner. I don't know why. This has been laying here the entire time.
It has. It still got it.
Feels good.
It sounded like it was wet inside, man.
It might be. You get any on you?
No, I didn't.
That was the foot pussy. The fajankle. Foot pussy.
The fussy.
So, yeah, like I said, hope you guys have a great new year. But we will catch you later.
Love you guys.
I don't know when we'll be back. Maybe sooner than later. Shit, I don't know.
Hopefully.
All right, have a great week.
Love you guys.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
North Fox Island. No fucks given. I'm an island boy. An island day.
It always feels like taking off your bra when I take off those headphones.
Yeah.
Not your bra, but I mean taking off what I would imagine taking a bra off.
Bros, my cream spot friendship bracelet just broke this week.
Oh no.
That one was my favorite. I'm so sad. Those bracelets we had made.
That was the cream spot one was the hot ticket item. Everybody wanted that one.
Those are really cheap to have
cruise,
made.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, well, we gave them away over a lot of different shows.
Oh, okay.
Those bracelets are really cheap to have made. I think that'd be a good thing to bring back.
Yeah.
We love you too, Metalhead Bartender.
Appreciate you guys.
Everyone, thanks for tuning in on the YouTube live stream. We have a special place in our heart for you guys. As you join us every week, we get to talk to you guys. It means a lot, and it's cool to see the same names every week. Everybody showing up, and we are tremendously grateful and thankful, and glad you like to look at us. Honestly,
sorry for you guys for your eyes.
Can't wait to talk to my wife about the Croc stuff tonight.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Let me know how that goes.
All right.
Love you guys.
See ya.
See you later.